I have chosen a case which question is impact of plastic production and disposal. Let's start by introducing the negative affirmative sign. Now let's listen how it starts by a yes-no question.
Bradford, in your testimony, did I understand you right? So that you want to end all plastic manufacturing?
I said the plastics industry must be stopped.
So does that mean end plastic manufacturing?
I mean, in my dream world, sure.
We can see that answer was not a yes-no answer, even though the question lied on the examining position. She tried to correct the examiner, scaring, phrasing that it was not according to her real opinion about plastic manufacturing. Now,
What's going to replace your glasses?
So I
Would you
do
wear your
know,
glasses around your face? They're made of plastic.
maybe.
No,
I don't know what they're made out of.
They are. What about, and I just want to open people's eyes and say, well, okay, that's easy to say, but what's the solution? Your water bottle in front of you, that plastic?
No.
The lid is. That's plastic.
Right. So
Right.
I would say to your
cell phone-
question that I would first be concerned about single-use plastics, and then we can talk about alternatives to this.
Your cell phone there, is it plastic?
The cases, but it's glass because I broke
Oh, the components
this
inside of it's
screen
not
yesterday.
plastic? The components made out of it's not in plastic? They are.
now we have seen something that may be very common during this debate. Rudent, the negative part or examiner use rudent to create tension while push his opponent to obtain an answer from a question that not only advocate for contradiction in her vision, the kind of questions are planned as the strategy to prove and denounce examining lacks of preparation added the affirmative part replying sing with and also poor as
We could go back to using wood, but then you have to line it in chemical. Or we could go back and use lead, because we used to have water piping that was lead. That was harmful to us. We go back to galvanized, but galvanized rust and had discoloration. We go back to copper, but copper has to be mined, and everybody wants to stop mining in the U.S. So you use plastic to deliver piping that you fill that water bottle up with today.
a matter of fact, copper not only causes environment pollution, but also the consumption of it in drinking water can cause headache, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramp, nausea, labor, damage, and kill disease. Therefore, it is not a good alternative to replace plastic.
You know what? It would increase the cost of everything if we turn to an alternative, and it would disproportionately impact low-income people who have lower incomes. It would be another regressive tax on the poor.
So according to your testimony, Ms. Jackson, it sounds like you're saying that the environmental justice agenda does more harm than good for low-income families. Is that correct?
Yes, and
According to a study made by the Netherlands constituting fair, caring, sustainable products are 75 to 85% more expensive than conventional products. However, the cost different can vary widely depending on the type of product and specific bank. The last participation on negative side clauses criticizing that there are other factors that affect and harm population more than the environmental effect of practice, denoting that the organization and movements against plastics should drive their attention and effort to more severe social problems.
And we can't just say, we're going to take out an industry and leave people poorer than they were. Poverty causes the worst health care in this country. Poverty is the one that destroys lives. It destroys health. It creates trauma. So we need to make sure that when we're talking about these issues, we take into account the human loss of life, not just the environmental impacts.
Thank you.
In conclusion, even though we can end our plastic dependency, we can take measures to reduce its side effect in planet. In fact, this effect may be less harmful than the one that would be brought by plastic-free society, and real and most relevant ways to generate change in world, the giving support and assisting to people who need it.